Hey YouTube, so today's video is going to be my New Year's makeup tutorial. So I did a neutral eye with a pop of black glitter for that New Year's sparkle. And for the tear duct, I did a silver and a gold kind of coppery option just to keep it more age appropriate instead of a heavy black smoky eye. And then I also did two different lip options. I did a pinky nude and then a deep purple. I hope you guys enjoy this, and if you want to see how I did this, then keep watching, and I hope your New Year's goes well. So I'm starting off with my Maybelline color tattoo in barley beige, and I just put that on my lid, and then I'm using the MAC Pro concealer right under my brow bone, and I'm just blending that in. And then moving on to the Lorac Pro palette, I'm using the shade Taupe in my crease as a transition shade. And then I'm using the shade Champagne all over my lid to like brighten up my eye. And then I'm using the Maybelline Quad in, I think, Chai Neutrals or something. And I'm using that chocolatey shade. It's not super pigmented, so I'm just using it for a pop of warmth and for a little bit more depth on the outer corner of my eye. And then moving on, I'm using Sable and Espresso from the Lorac Pro palette. I'm just starting off with Sable and just slowly blending it into my crease for a little bit more depth. And then I take Espresso and do the exact same thing, but focus it more on the outer corner. So I started with Taupe and then went to Sable and then Espresso. So I'm building up a nice gradation so there's no harsh lines. And then using Taupe again, I'm just blending everything out with a white haired brush, making sure there's no harsh lines again and a good gradation, and just keeping it light. And then moving on, using the white and cream shade from the same palette on that same brush, I'm blending out the line, like my top line, and kind of highlighting. And then I just did some touch-ups with the Champagne and the chocolate shade, just making sure it's bright and noticeable. And then I take that same color from the Maybelline Quad and I'm just buffing that under my eye. And then I'm taking some of my leftover concealer and I'm just kind of carving out and making cleaning things up a little and blending it with my fingers so it's not so harsh. Now, I'm sorry, I'm really bad at filming doing my liquid eyeliner, but I used the Maybelline pencil and I just did a pretty thick and noticeable cat eye so that when you put the glitter on, it's a lot more noticeable. And this is the NYX like liquid crystal in black onyx, and this is absolutely gorgeous. So I built it up and I did a couple layers, so I'll let it dry and then build it up. And then I used white and cream under my brow bone. But I would build it up, let it dry, and then keep going. And then I'm using Sable to blend out my lower lash line, and using my new favorite mascara, Maybelline Big something, I don't know. But I use the top and bottom, but filming mascara is kind of boring. And then I put on false lashes, and these are the Ardell 120 Demis. And then using any black gel liner, this one is from Smashbox, I'm just putting that on my waterline. I didn't get a good clip of it because I always move out of focus. And now I'm just showing you the two glitter options. So we're starting with the gold glitter, and I'm just putting that on my very innermost tear duct, not in my waterline, just like kind of right underneath that. And that is what the gold kind of coppery shade looks like. That the glitter is really, really pretty, but it's definitely not as long lasting as the silver. This one kind of moved around on me. And this one is from Annabelle. I don't know what it's called. And the silver is from e.l.f. and it's just like their $1 liquid liner in like the silver shade. And I like the silver a little bit more just because it goes with like the black, 'cause there's like little specks of silver in it. So I thought they complemented each other, but the gold is just as pretty. And then starting off with the face, I'm using my Hard Candy Sheer MV primer and putting that all over my face. And then I'm doing some pre-highlighting with high beam. So I'm putting that where I would put my highlight. And I'm just doing this to like help radiate my skin because it's kind of flat looking. So, and it is New Year, so why not just amp up the face a little. And then I'm just kind of blending and patting that in, but not too much because it doesn't really blend too much, but that's okay. And then for foundation, I'm using my Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, and this is in the lightest shade. I think it's in 0.5, and then dotting that on my face and just blending it in with the same sponge I've been using. And I might be doing a foundation routine soon, so I don't have to keep including this in my videos. And then I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer Triangle under my eyes. I put it on my acne. You know the scoop. And then I am just going to blend that in. Just blend, blend, blend. And then I use some Maybelline Dream Lumi. And then I'm setting it with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light Plus under my eyes and then all around the face. Yeah. And then I'm going to be doing some bronzing with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So I'm just going to take a bigger brush and just kind of go over the areas that I would contour or bronze. And then I'm taking the Real Techniques contour brush and I'm going in and defining it just a little bit more, but not too much because I don't want to look crazy. And then I'm using my blush from e.l.f. and this is in berry something. Yeah. And then Lorac Pro Spotlight highlighter, which is like my favorite because it's more natural. And then I'm using my e.l.f. eyebrow kit because it's really easy to get like my nice bold brows. And if you want to see a brow routine, comment down below and I can do that because I don't know, I have my own way of doing it. So yeah, just filling them in right now and then setting it with my e.l.f. brow gel, which is honestly just my favorite. I haven't tried anything else and I'm totally fine with this one because it's $1. And then I am exfoliating my lips because the two lip options I have are kind of more drying, so I don't want to have any like dry grossness going on. So for the first lip option, I'm using the Milani Color Statement lipstick, and this is a nude cream, and it's just a really pretty like peachy nude that doesn't make me look absolutely dead because I don't want to look dead and like have whiteout lips or anything like that. So that is what it looks like, and it's just like if you don't want to be too dramatic, but I personally like being a little bit more out there, so I'm using the new Revlon Matte Balm, and this is in, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the purple one. I think you'll be able to know it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and I hope your New Year's is fun. And that's my cat Ryden. So I hope you guys are doing good, and I will talk to you later. Bye.